Hello, my name is Fred Thorstensen, and I'm a geography student at the University of Alaska Southeast in Juneau, Alaska. If you were to ask someone from anywhere in the world to tell you three things that they know about Alaska, you would hear something like the following. They all live in igloos, seeing Russia from Sarah Palin's house, and the Trans-Alaskan oil pipeline. The recent history of the state of Alaska and the pipeline era have become synonymous and are forever linked. The purpose of our research has been to utilize neogeographical strategy and tactics with the help of the History Pin platform to enable us to provide both spatial and temporal representations of the impacts of the Trans-Alaska Pipeline specifically and the oil industry in general on personal, local, national, and global scales. Our class began examining these impacts focusing on the following 6 categories of representations, globalization, politics, mobility, material, and history. Unfortunately, as we were researching these connections, in March of 2020, our project and life in general was itself impacted by the COVID-19 global pandemic. Much like the oil industry we were studying, the virus moves freely along the pathways of trade and international capital. As such, we have chosen to incorporate COVID-19 as a 7th category, connecting our new daily lives hunkered down inside our homes with the larger global engine of petrocapitalism. Before venturing on to the individual tours made by the class, we thought it would be a good idea to say a few things about our methods and a bit about how the site works. Since our personal representations will only scratch the surface of the information we have assembled, we very much encourage you to seek out your own connections between the various pins we have proffered. Please feel free to make any constructive comments, suggest pins, and perhaps even add your own. Now for some jargon. What do we mean by the term scaling? Here we are referring to the different spatial levels at which the topic's impact may be considered and connections made between the largest global scale to the national, the regional, the local, down to the individual level, and perhaps even smaller than that. I did a pin on microplastics, for instance, that suggests impacts right down to the cellular level. Furthermore, all scales of knowledge from the emotional to the socioeconomic are fair game for consideration. And what exactly is a pin that you may be asking? A pin is a combination of words and image, dates, and a location that strive to capture the essence of an idea and to represent it in as eloquent and succinct a seed as possible, and then to plant it into the larger garden of the overall collection, which, with the help of the other pins, will grow and blossom into a harvest of greater meaning and understanding of the connectedness between all scales. The relevance of some of our categories, such as history and politics, are obvious, but a few may need a bit more explanation. When we say mobility, for instance, we are referring to the flow of energy itself, how the oil moves, and how we as humans move as a result of it. By representations, we are considering how and why the public opinion of oil has changed over the years and how popular culture has depicted it. And by material, we are looking at both the physical components that make up the pipeline itself, the people, places, and things, as well as what is made from the oil. As you can see, any pin's core concept can easily cross category borders, so multiple category tags are often applied to a single pin to demonstrate this interconnectedness. I would like to say that what we have done so far should not be considered comprehensive, as the more we began to dig, the more connections we found. The project is conceivably endless, so we would like to invite you, the viewer, and future geography students as well, to please pick up the baton that we now pass, to carry forward the understanding of the human relationship with oil and all of its connected impacts. Thank you very much for your interest in our project, Scaling the Trans-Alaskan Oil Pipeline. Good luck and good health to you all.